Hey guys, welcome back to the Luci Show. Hope you guys are all doing well. Sorry for not being here for a while. Again, on vacation. So if you are new to this channel, I am here whenever I'm not on the main channel. This is more of like a late night stream where we talk about anything under the sun. It doesn't just have to be about stocks and crypto. Of course, anytime you're interested in talking about that, feel free to let me know in the stream. I mean, I'll talk about it regardless because sometimes talk about Elon Musk, which I will again today, and not just naturally leads to Dogecoin because that is one of his favorite cryptocurrencies that he's still diamond handing along with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I've been dying to talk about this, guys. Obviously, I've talked about it with people because this is just like ever since the Will Smith slap situation, which I guess we never really talked about here, but I think the Oscars, like he's banned from the Oscars for like 10 years or something, right? Correct me if that's wrong. So I guess that's over with. And already we have more news for everyone to talk about. I mean, also Mike Tyson, I think he punched someone, right? Or he was punching someone on an airplane because the other person, I didn't actually watch a video, but I just read that apparently Mike Tyson hit someone because that person was pissing him off. I don't know what the other person did, if he was harassing Mike Tyson or what happened. But yeah, just a lot of like things have been going on this month. Like, I don't know what is going on. I don't even know what Mercury like retrograde is, but maybe Mercury is retrograding. Like, what is happening? But I think this one takes the cake. This whole marriage just basically, and I do feel bad for the two. Like, I honestly don't know too much about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, except for the recent clips I've been seeing, which is like just intimate details of their marriage. That, I mean, I've heard about Amber Heard only because apparently she dated Elon Musk, right? So then I looked back and I was like, okay, who's Amber Heard? Then I was like, okay, well, was married to Johnny Depp. And then I'm like, oh, what does she do? And then I just know that she's like in the Aquaman movie. She's the red haired, what do you call it? A mermaid? Is she a mermaid? I guess you could call her. She was the mermaid character from Aquaman, DC's Aquaman. So that's like literally all I know about this woman. Like, I don't know much about their marriage, how long they were married for. But I think after she was with Johnny Depp, that's like how she was in a relationship with Elon Musk. I don't know for how long, but yeah, it's just quite crazy that like now all this stuff is surfacing about like I heard when I found out about her that she was apparently or allegedly abused and beat by Johnny Depp. And then like I had friends tell me like, oh my gosh, like Johnny Depp, he's losing all these roles because of what she said and because she said that he beat her. So I didn't like care enough to like do research on this and like what's true and what's false, because how the heck would I know unless you were like witnessing it. So I didn't know like what was actually happening. But now seeing these clips that they have of them, like of Johnny Depp, I mean, mostly I've just been hearing clips of Johnny Depp talking, to be honest with you guys. I haven't really seen much of her speaking. Just whatever is like trending on Twitter is what I usually just see pop up. Again, do your own DD, entertainment purposes only. Fact check your own stuff. I only know so much as what I'm seeing on my Twitter feed. But yeah, like all this stuff about him talking about like what's okay, hold on. I gotta play this one, which I'm sure you guys have already seen. It's just mind-boggling that this is like between a couple that was once married. And now I don't know if that it was necessary for this to be, just made public, but it's quite like I don't know, secondhand embarrassment. I feel secondhand embarrassment for them and their situation. Like, not necessarily like I think they need to be embarrassed. One could be, but I feel secondhand embarrassment about the fact that, like, if that, I'm like trying to think if that was my family, I would feel like pretty terrible that all their, dirty laundry is kind of being flipped. Okay, where is this? Yes, it was this one.
Since he looked at it on his phone. I'll overrule the objection. It's the photograph. What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
I love how he laughs.
It's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed, was human fecal matter. So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. My initial response to that was, I laughed. It was so outside. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh.
She's just like so frozen. I mean, you can watch this. It's on Twitter. You'll be able to find it. I think this is whole Mars catalog that posted this. Like, I guess, and then whole Mars catalog posted Johnny Depp, but like posted this video and said Johnny Depp sat at a trial today that he laughed after seeing that Amber Heard, who, I mean, I'm assuming they're divorced now, who was his wife, had taken a shit in his bed. And again, I'm going to do a little poll in here and ask you guys, team, which one you're on. If there even is a side. I don't know them. Like, I feel like it's just so insane because anytime you talk about celebrities, it's like, it's as if we know them, but we don't know them. So literally everything I see in here, I take it with a grain of salt because I'm like, well, I don't know these people. Like, I could hear all these stories, and even if it was proven in a court case, I would still wonder, like, what is the actual truth? Because there could be so much involved that we don't know, that we will never find out about, or maybe isn't talked about at the court. But I'm going to do a little poll here and see which side you guys are mostly on. We could do Team J or Team A. Which team are you on? Who are you more rooting for? Because I don't even know what's going on with this case anymore, or what they're going to get out of it. Like, I heard that he's suing her for money. I don't know how much. I mean, I figure he's already really rich. So this is, in my opinion, probably more of an act of getting back at her, because he probably, if what my friends were saying were true, then he lost probably a lot of deals, lots of roles, because people were, well, for a while there, calling him a wife beater and just abuser. So that's probably a lot of defamation claims and pain that he wants to get back from her through monetary standpoint or whatever he feels like can get back at the other person. Wow. Lots of Team Johnny Depp in here. Again, I don't even know which team I want to be on because I don't know them. But I have to say, and then there's another part. There's another part. I don't know if I could find it, but it was Johnny Depp speaking. And I think it was the judge or somebody, or maybe the lawyer or someone had basically was reading text messages that I think he had either sent her or it was about her. And then one of them was him saying something along the lines of, I have other uses for your throat, and it doesn't have anything to do with violence, or something along those lines. Do you guys know that? Did you see that one? Well, let me see if I can find it. But that one's a little bit scary to me. I don't know what it really entails. But either way, the way I see it, just seeing these few clips and not watching the entire trial, I definitely don't think it's just one-sided and that one person is at fault. I definitely, or maybe nobody's at fault, but I definitely think it takes two to get to a point like this and be on the stands. So I think that was probably just a really crazy relationship. And I keep coming from someone, like, I've been in a relationship where I fought nonstop with the other person. I know it's not pretty. And it's not, I don't think it's one person. It definitely takes two. And I think even though I have the type of personality that like constantly wants to fight, and I don't think the person I was with automatically is like that with everyone they are with. Sometimes I think when two personalities come together, the stars are not aligned, in my opinion, and it gets bad. Some people are just not meant to play in a sandbox together, and when they do, it gets rough. And then others and then like the same person could be in a relationship with someone else and just be like so chill. So sometimes just feel like it's almost like people are. Sometimes I feel like human beings are almost like maybe perfumes in a sense, and like certain scents when mixed together, like you know how there's certain scents you can mix together and it smells amazing, and then other scents you mix together and it smells like trash. I think of that as like human relationships, whether it's friendships, business relationships, or romantic relationships. Sometimes you put two together and they may be okay on their own, but together it's disgusting, or it's just flat out toxic and scary. Hey Henry, come to paradise on earth. Luke Sweet and Child says, I'm so jealous, Luke. I hope you're making lots of YouTube videos and shorts on your awesome trip to Vietnam. And if I ever go to Vietnam, I will for sure ask you for recommendations. Thank you, Luke. Miss Skittles, and you don't have to be me, but if you do want, great success. Hey, Jill Chility. Hey there. It's a defamation case against Amber. So what happened before that? Because I only heard that she was the one, like, I don't know if it was probably like a few years ago, that she was the one who said that he abused her. I think it's physically. I forget if it's mentally too, but I just remember her being the spotlight where she was saying that he abused her. And that's how people were saying he was like losing all these, movie roles. And then I think he was supposed to be, I never watched this, the Fantastic Beasts, right? It's like that Harry Potter, I think it's like a prequel thing. It's like a trilogy prequel or something. Dumbledore is supposed to be in it, younger version. I never watched it. Jude Law, I think, is in it. I eventually want to check it out. Like when I have a bunch of time on my hands, I want to watch it all, like the entire trilogy, which is still ongoing. I heard that Johnny Depp was like one of the main characters in there, and then they had to remove him because of this whole like Amber Heard situation. Back when she was more of the speaker, like about what's happening, and nobody ever really heard his side or like this fecal matter story. So it's definitely crazy that it's like all happening now. Anyways, safe there, Luke. It's something around Vietnam town in San Jose. She lied, fake stuff, and he lost movie contracts, Oscar says. Yeah, now he is suing her, but this is a bust for him. Super safe here. Any things. I feel like they're both gonna get like a massive loss from this. Like I can't imagine them going to court. I mean, maybe he's like clearing up his name because before, if she was the only one that was speaking out, now he's speaking out too. So that might help with the movie roles. But yeah, I can't see this like being good for either of them in terms of like doing deals with people, you know. Yeah, definitely. I would. This is a situation. It's a very unfortunate situation, not just from a mental standpoint, but definitely on like a career monetary standpoint. Very, very bad because you're literally just losing out because you got into this relationship and things got explosive. Johnny probably telling the truth and almost lost his finger, and she ruined his career while he was trying to protect hers. Dan says 100 million. Oscar says, oh, like this whole lawsuit is like 100 million. I thought it was like 50 million. Hey there, Jeff. Welcome to the stream. I'm kind of surprised you start the show early. Usually you do it around 1 a.m. Yeah. So I'm on vacation right now. Hours are definitely a little bit off. We'll not be doing around 1 a.m. for a while. And if, like, as you guys can see, like streams are a little bit shorter, but happy to be here. And I really honestly I missed this channel, I think, even more than the main one. So really glad, thankful that all of you guys are in here. If anybody's new in here, feel free to talk about anything in the sun. Does not just have to be about stocks, crypto, or even Elon Musk. But speaking of Elon Musk, actually, I wonder what he feels about all of this. Like, I mean, I know he's too busy with Bill Gates and stuff and just the Twitter takeover, but this was somebody that he dated, right? Amber. So I don't know. Imagine like what he knew. Like, I wonder if he knew about this, taking a dump on the bed situation. And like, what was her, like, I want more context on this. Like, what was the point if she did do that? I don't know if they could prove it or if she admitted to it in the court, because I didn't see a clip of that. But let's say she did do that. Would any of you guys do that? Like, as like, I don't know, as a revenge plan? I mean, I feel like I've heard of something like this before. Like, not on the bed, but I feel like I've heard of stories where like people take poop to that extra level, to make a point. So I feel like this isn't like the craziest thing I've ever heard of, but on something about on the bed that they shared, like, I need more context. I'm like, did she have somewhere else to sleep, or was she in the bed and then it was like next to her? So it was like tricking him to get into the bed and sleep on poop. Like, I need more details. Anyways, what was this is a thing I read about Elon Musk that I thought was pretty interesting. Because I've talked about on this channel about how all these wealthy people, I mean, this is like for hundreds, centuries, thousands of years, from what I understand, people of different cultures, wealthy folks, kings, queens, have looked for ways to live forever. So, I mean, I think it was Jeff Bezos that is supposedly invested in a company for longevity, or like to slow the aging process. We talked about that on one of my streams in the past. But Elon Musk specifically apparently says that he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he dies, is what I've read. But hold on, let me find that. Which news outlet talked about that? Give me 1 second. Okay, hold on. I mean, not shocked that he would say this, but this is okay. This is from CNBC. Why Elon Musk hasn't invested in anti-aging research? Yes, that's what Jeff Bezos does. Anti-aging research. I am not afraid of dying, he says. So over the past decade, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Peter Thiel have all poured money into life-prolonging and anti-aging research. Kind of surprised. I never heard about Mark Zuckerberg pouring money into it, but that's what CNBC says. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk isn't buying in. Musk says he doesn't think we should try to have people live for a really long time. That's a contrarian viewpoint, at least among Silicon Valley billionaires, many of whom have a track record of investing in longevity research. Which, again, if we think back to ancient times, literally everyone from like every country at some point in time, there was a billionaire or a very wealthy person back then, whether you call them millionaires or somebody with a bunch of gold or spices, that have definitely tried to just live forever. Granted, that's never really been successful, but who knows? I don't think in my lifetime I'm going to meet anybody to live forever, but maybe one day we will. So far, very few, perhaps none of those investments have panned out. I can't say that, I mean, I wouldn't want anybody to do that. I think it makes sense that human beings appreciate life so much, in my opinion, or maybe are too afraid of dying, that we want to live forever. Or, yeah, like maybe we just appreciate life so much is the way I see it, and we want to live long, and we want our loved ones to live so long that there's always going to be that person who has enough resources and money, and they're just going to invest in that, and they either want to prolong their own life for own feeling of special purposes, or they just want to live longer, and once they create this, they'll be like the wealthiest person ever known to this earth. So many reasons why somebody would want to do that. So I see it as like kind of a positive, because I feel like the day that no billionaire, no person tries to kind of outlive everyone else or live forever, that maybe our lives would come to a point where it's just really sad. And, like everyone's like, all right, cool. The shorter it is, the better. Like I just came on this planet, but I'm ready to go. So I guess that's the way I see it. But I think it's really cool of Elon Musk, I guess, to not do what everyone's already doing. Because if you look at the track record, though, it hasn't been very successful. Lucy, you should start a Telegram so we can talk to you. I don't even. Oh, you mean like a Telegram? I think I do have a Telegram, but I got a Telegram because I was forced to. So remember when I told you guys, I was sending out my 2 million Shiba Inu for my contest. Thank God I had a winner. But I was sending out my 2 million Shiba Inu, and I'm on vacation, and I guess they flagged my account, and FTX wouldn't let me send out anything. Well, that was my first time trying. So then I went to the customer support in the app, not through some sketchy emails. It went through the app, through the customer service support, and then they told me like I had to get a Telegram to talk to one of their Telegram FTX team members. So I literally just got Telegram for that. I honestly didn't go through it to navigate to do anything else on Telegram aside from verifying my account that I was who I am, and then on with my way off Telegram. But if you want to talk to me like directly, aside from like live streams, I mean, I know I've been really bad with the comments on YouTube as well because I just don't have that much time to like check it all the time. Twitter, I think I'm still better. Yeah, I guess Instagram comments. Any of you guys that want to reach out to me, like just constant inbox, I always respond back to Patreon members if you want to join a Patreon. But I think I'm pretty good here. One guy, one ice pick. What? Can we freeze ourselves? Cryogenic. Oh my God. It's called cryogenic, right? Every time I think about that, I think about the Vanilla Sky movie. It's not called Blue Vanilla. It's called Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's what I remember. 2140 or whenever that last Bitcoin comes out, and just be rich. What up, family? /like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, Jeff. Elon wants to connect our brains to computers, so he does want to live forever. Tony Robbins is into anti-aging. Literally anybody who has money is, and like wealthy people, I'm talking billionaires, are into anti-aging research because they have the money to do that, right? They have the money to try and find doctors, possibly scientists, to help them create the stuff to make them live forever. But then like I think poor people, like not super poor, but just like average folks, I know a lot that are on a low scale level trying to live forever, and go against time, like anti-aging. So we have the Botox people, which by the way, sadly, I recently heard from a friend that her friend, I guess, did some type of plastic surgery, gone totally haywire, tried to sue the doctor, and no lawyer will apparently take up the case. And it's very unfortunate, but I want to share that with you guys because I guess you always have to really know what you're getting yourself into. Like you could be trying to get plastic surgery and it completely messes up. Maybe you didn't read the contract on what you can do. And it's the type of case where it's not like personal injury, like as in a car accident, like where it's very simple, clear cut. And like, I mean, what lawyer isn't going to take your case? Again, not legal advice, financial, not legal or financial advice, but entertainment purposes only. But when I got into bumper, like someone rear-ended me situation, the lawyers want to take my case because I'm most likely going to win the case, most likely. But with a plastic surgery case, like that stuff's kind of iffy and hard to prove. Like, let's say you wanted your eyes or your nose or your lips done a certain way and just didn't turn out the way you really, really liked it. And like, how are you really going to prove that it's a horrible job, right? Like that's kind of really up to, it's very subjective. Joe Rogan occasionally brings a doctor into anti-aging. Elon an alien like what? Elon's an alien like Men in Black, so he'll get another human suit. We're a simulation, so it doesn't matter, Zaxi says. Yeah, like why does it matter? If it's all simulation, why do we care about our portfolios anyway? It's all simulation. Elon wants to connect our brains together. Yes. It's a family smash. Thank you. All of you guys in here. Golden Cup was a crazy video. Yeah, so anyways, that's the thing on the Telegram. But she accused during the divorce trial, caught lying several times when Johnny had evidence. So public sentiment switched to his side. Interesting. Again, I didn't see like his evidence so far. I mean, I didn't watch the entire. Did you guys watch the entire trial? It sounds like it would be a really, really long one, but I've been watching like a lot of videos out there with Johnny Depp. People they keep showing him at court. So I don't even know like what she said or like what her reaction was when he was talking about the poop, because I can't imagine that being like a good memory. Priscilla Presley got a bad one. She looked like a monster. I don't know who Priscilla Presley is, but yeah, there's been tons of very, very brutal plastic surgery stories. But feel free to, I mean, do whatever you want. No judgment from me. I have friends who've gotten Botox. I have friends who've gotten plastic surgery, different parts of the body or face. And I think it just comes down to whatever you're comfortable risking, because everything in life is a risk, in my opinion. Like trading your stocks in crypto is a risk, and so is messing with your original body parts or your face. You could end up with a result that makes you very happy if that's what you want, or you could end up with something that you don't want, depending on whatever contracts that you signed for. um I mean, it doesn't even matter at that point. Like, if I got plastic surgery and I didn't like it, I don't think any amount of money that I sue a doctor for would really make me happier if I could never look the way I used to look. Or I'm just very unhappy with my new look that I didn't want. So just like it's just more than money, I think, at that point. That's why like I like plastic surgery I talked about with you guys on the channel. It's very tempting for me because I'm not one to be like, I love how I look. Like, I've never been so confident with my looks that I'm like, I wouldn't change a thing about me. There's tons of things I would change. Probably change like the head to toe everything if I could. If it was by the snap of a finger, like a change of a skin on a League of Legends game, if I could just change every day, like to a Pikachu and then the next day to something else and it's completely painless, everything was smooth, I might do it, right? But it's not like that in the real world. There's pain involved, there's money involved, and there's a high potential for risk that you may not get the results that you want and potential side effects afterwards. So with all of those things in mind, I think that's why I've just never done it so far. But who knows? Never say never. Kenny Rogers also looked weird before he got COVID and died. Henry said, my sister got some back fat took out, Jeff says. Then she had a drop line of nasty go coming out. I don't know what that means. Be happy in your skin, team. And it was 15K. That reminds me of this other story I know from just a friend. It was also someone that they knew, and it was about liposuction. And I know this girl got like a lot of lipo, and it came back afterwards. So I think like it also depends on what you're gonna do, right? Like, for example, like with fat, it's tricky situation because you spend so much money doing it, and then if you don't maintain your diet, you don't do anything to help like kind of keep the fat down, you'll probably see it back. I mean, maybe if you're really rich, you can afford it again. So it just ends up being very expensive. Check out Donna Versace. Uh, Monster Lucy Monster what? But again, like I do feel bad for folks who, maybe went to somebody who has really high ratings and then didn't get what they wanted. At the end of the day, we're all just human and we all just want to feel good. So I don't blame anybody for attempting to look good, even if it didn't turn out great. Because I blame society. It is society that makes us feel like we need to get anything done and go under the knife. I don't need Botox. Just give the girl some margaritas and just look pretty good. You guys kill me. You're hilarious. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Thank you all so much for joining me on this live stream. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Wow, I just realized 92% that's on Team Johnny. We'll talk more about it, or let me know if I don't follow up with the news. I am curious to see how this all ends. Well, I'm sure it'll make headlines if Johnny Depp actually wins the case and, gets whether you guys said 100 million or 50 million out of Amber Heard. I don't even know how much money she has. Like, does she even have 100 million? I don't know. We'll find out. Because Johnny Depp, I know he's been acting since like Gilbert Grape, so that's like long time. Or What's Eating Gilbert Grape, right? Yeah, that's that Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio movie from like forever ago. So I feel like he's very rich, or I'm assuming he's very rich from just acting his whole life, almost his whole life. I would assume he already has a bunch of money. But again, I don't think this is about money anymore. This is about like defamation. It's about losing contracts and probably just a lot of pain. But I wish them well. I don't know them, but I just think like anytime bad things happen or fights happen in a relationship, it's just so sad because there was obviously once enough love to get married. So hopefully one day they don't have to be angry with each other for the rest of their lives. That's what I wish for them. See you guys soon. Take care. Again, I'll be back to more streaming, regular schedule programming by latest middle of May or something. But catch you guys later. Take care. See you soon. Tomorrow is Sunday, so markets do not open, but I hope we don't do too bad in terms of stocks and crypto. Bye, children, chillity. Take care, Henry, Ken, Jessica Seisho. Thank you guys for coming in. Yes, Ken. Yeah, I know. I had to watch that video twice just to be sure that was happening. Bye, guys.